We've been missing Fred the last 2 weeks, and we'll explain a little bit more about that in just a moment. If you've been watching our videos, you'll notice that our last weekend gem, we left you hanging with an interesting message about loving someone twice. And we're going to get back to that in a subsequent video. But today, I'm going to bring the mystery of where Fred went back to you.
So about 2 months ago, I'm working around my yard and I'm getting tired real fast and having to take a break every 15, 20 minutes. Then I started having chest discomfort, I would call it. It wasn't intense pain, chest discomfort and shortness of breath. That got me a little scared, but I didn't think much of it because all I had to do was sit down, breathe for about a minute, and I can go back to work. Well, around that time, I was scheduled to see my doctor. And I go into him, and he does blood work and this and that. And he says to me, is there anything else I should know about your health at this point? I said, well, I've been having chest discomfort and shortness of breath. And he said, how long does it last? And I said, oh, just a minute or so. And he says to me, if it lasts more than 3 minutes, dial 911. So okay. And he says, I want you to have a stress test. So I called and I couldn't get an appointment for another month and a half. So I'm going through this for another month and a half. I go to my stress test, still not thinking much of it. I thought it was angina. So I go for a stress test in the morning, 8:15. I had social plans for that afternoon at 1 o'clock. Never made it. They did all their tests on me and they said, you're not going anywhere except into this hospital. And I was in the hospital 4 days. I come to find out that 2 of the arteries to my heart were severely clogged. One was 90% blockage and the other was like 60, 70% blockage. So I ended up in the hospital for 4 days. I had stents put in and my smoking cigarettes came to an end. With that hospitalization. But I'm back. Freddie's back, feeling great. It's good to be back.